Hello, and welcome to the non-Greg Sterlace show, except only the substitutes. I am your host, the Pamazon. Hi. Yes, here we go.
Great success. Hello. Yes, you know the deal by now. What's
Maybe
up?
they don't.
Well, then you guys need to get on it because this is clearly the greatest show that's been on TV pretty much ever. I mean, there is Ghost House, but that's never really been on a television station. But the creator of Ghost House is aware of this show because I've messaged it to him on Twitter many times, and I don't think he understands it.
That's interesting. Because he's not the most linear person, so, I think we're maybe more linear than the Ghost House, I think.
I mean, probably, but, the Ghost House is in a spooky, mysterious ghost dimension.
It is in a mysterious ghost dimension.
That's true, Dudley. But Dudley,
and all those sexy butts are over there.
Yeah, it's true, Dudley.
You have seen that there's a mysterious dimension here in this house. But there's no butts in it, I don't
think so. I mean, Leonardo might stink it up a bit because Leonardo's he's a little nasty. He'll just stank it up. But anyway, I want to discuss my wonderful book of the day. My book today is... Oh, sorry, Dudley. It's Sock Monkey, the Inches Incident. Oh, in front of the microphone like that? Well, whatever. In front of it. I'm sorry, I forgot about the third dimension.
Get with the 3 dimensions.
Anyway, this wonderful little book is one of my favorites by Tony Millionaire, who I have a personal issue with. One time when I was like 23 years old, he made fun of my comics, so I tricked him into drawing something for me for free, and then he blocked me on Facebook.
How did you trick him?
Because I'm like, hey, I'll give you some money if you draw this. And he's like, oh, really? I thought you were mad at me because I was making fun of your comics. And I'm like, it's fine. And then he did, and then he blocked me. And he's like,
You rascally rabbit, you.
He still blocked me on Facebook, but I just look up his website. But anyway, I wish he would unblock me. I didn't mean it. It's not that big a deal. But this is one of my favorite books he did. This is one of my favorite panels. It's about this wonderful little doll named Inches, and about how she basically... These two characters are thrown out to sea and put in this treasure chest by Inches here. And, but they don't know why Inches is being mean, because Inches is like their best friend. But then it turns out Inches is spookily controlled by a colony of evil ants, and they have to save Inches from the evil ants inside of her brain, her doll brain.
Ooh. Huh.
And it's really cool, and it's really fun. And Inches eventually, well, I don't want to ruin the ending, but it's really fun. She gets a giant anteater.
Oh.
And they
kind
ride
of ruined
it.
the ending.
Yeah, but I know, but this is the actual Inches doll on the back that they based the drawings on. But Tony Millionaire is a really fun artist. But that's Uncle Gabby, that's Crow, and that's Inches. It's a very fun little book. Yes, feel free to.
Oh, that's a scary ass doll.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a creepy doll.
If I can. Hey,
Ugh.
Very creepy. So creepy.
Yeah, Sock Monkey. I have all the Sock Monkey books. I think there might be some I'm missing, but they're very fun and they're very kind of creepy, and they're all sort of based on Victorian toys.
Oh yes, Victorian toys, not as cuddly. Not as cuddly now.
No, they're not very cuddly.
So, at this date, right at this moment, the call for work is open for Buffalo infringement, but the infringement website is infringing upon itself. Hopefully, by the time you see this delightful video, it will have been resolved. So, if you wish to sign up for the Buffalo Infringement Festival, go to infringebuffalo.org. You could also just type in Buffalo Infringement if you want to go that route. And if you're a dancer, if you do performance art, if you do theater, if you do literature, if you do film, if you do music, whatever you do, you can do it. If you're an artist, yes, a visual artist. I always forget one of the categories.
There are many, but
there's
if you
so
do,
many. Workshops is a new category if you want to give a workshop on something. Sign
I don't
up.
even
We'll
know
find a
what that
space.
means.
Well, there was a few, like I know one was actually a legal workshop, which was for artists and how they can protect their work and stuff, and that was pretty cool. I didn't go to it like a jerk, but I should have. But yeah, so you can do it if you do it, infringe it. So infringebuffalo.org or just type in Buffalo infringement.
Yeah, if you do anything even mildly interesting, we'll probably find you somewhat interesting. I mean, there's some wacky stuff that happens. There was, I don't want to say because that guy was kind of scary at the one we were playing at.
Which one we were playing at?
We were playing at this barber shop, and there was
Yes.
I don't want to say any names because that guy was scary, but he loved us, but it was a very interesting character. I've never seen. Well, never mind.
You don't have to scare people. Although this one woman came, when I told her about it, she was trying to be a smartass. She's like, I'm going to just put on a bikini and walk down Elm Street and hand out things to people. And that'll be my infringement. I'm like, great, do it. That'd be awesome. There was someone who wore a hot dog suit, and they had a pizza suit and a whole bunch of different suits, and they would just read dirty poetry. You know, you can do whatever you want on the streets.
That seems too obvious. I'd rather read like little. Little whatever. What's the one where she has the sheep?
Little Bo Peep?
Yeah, see, that's so obvious. Like, oh, it's some art festival. I'm going to do something dirty and nutty. No, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to read little, now children, gather around.
Well, there is kid infringement. So there are, if you do things for children,
yeah, but I mean...
there's been, like, animal acts. Like, there was a parrot act and hula hooping and drawing and different things for children, too. So there's kid infringement as well.
Oh, never mind.
Well, how did that derail you? You just said you wanted to.
No, I was just thinking about this kangaroo.
Listen, Spankenstein.
No, I was just thinking about this time this kangaroo was in the gym at the school I work at. And it has nothing to do
with it. Is this a joke? Or is
no, it's just something that happened. No, it didn't derail me. I just started thinking about that kangaroo.
Okay. And did you meet the kangaroo? Did you touch it?
Yeah, I was playing with it. We were jumping in the gym together.
Oh, you were a little kid.
No. This was like a couple months ago.
Okay, sorry. Okay. It was a couple months ago? You didn't tell me about the kangaroo?
Well, I shouldn't say a couple months ago. More like last year.
Okay.
Or
I was ready to get angry. I was like, I would like to play with the kangaroo.
No, it was like 2 years ago. But it was this kangaroo, and it was very cute, and like it was this girl and this guy. They had like this little thing where they would have all sorts of cool animals, and they would bring them into the school and teach kids about the school. But it was about the animal. It was very fun having the kangaroo in the gym, but especially fun because like I was the only one that got to play with the kangaroo after.
Well, I hear they can be a little aggressive sometimes, you know.
I mean, I wouldn't fight one. You've seen what happened to Tom and Jerry.
I have. There's that video where the people, they drop from the sky, like, what are they, hang gliding or parachuting or something, and a kangaroo comes over and punches them.
Yeah, I would.
Of course, this got to be pretty confusing for the kangaroo. They got to be like, what the? Invaders! Invaders! Kill them! Our lives depend on it.
Ever see the Emu War of Australia? That's crazy.
The what?
The Great Emu War of Australia.
The Great Emu War?
Yeah, where the emus were basically pissed and they were like trying to attack all the humans, and like it was like they had to bring in like the full military force to bring the emus to get the emus like at bay.
I'm not even sure what an emu is. It's a bird, right?
It's like a weird bird. It's kind of like an ostrich.
Okay.
But they just one of these days they got pissed.
I'm more familiar with the tone module called the emu than I am with the creature. Because Emu purchased my favorite company, my favorite keyboard company, and Sonic.
Well, how rude.
How very rude. Very rude. My favorite. Rude.
As long as they didn't purchase Sonichu, you people out there know what I'm talking about.
What?
Sonichu is something very stupid. But
oh, there we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. It's going to come in. No.
Oh, no.
ESQ1. The best in Sonic of them all. The best. Although some might fight. Some might like the EPS 16 Plus or I guess the Fizmo. I've heard so many things about the Fizmo. And I was going to buy Fizmo, and then suddenly, bang, the Fizmo was nowhere to be found because Sonic was bought by Emu. But the SQ1,
Emus, first they attack Australia.
My
now
favorite keyboard. It's the best. It's the best. And if you doubt me, you don't know what you're talking about. You just don't. You don't. Anybody who's played mine has been a convert. They've been a convert. I've converted them all. It's not cult-like at all.
Yes. do that. But also get your Sonichu medallions.
I don't know what that is.
Sonichu is very hard to explain. There's basically this person named Chris Chan, who is one of the most documented people in history because they're totally crazy. They think they created like the greatest character of all time, but really it's just like these awful comics. But like they just put so much of their insane life out there that like they've become one of the most documented people ever. And it's really just this absolute crazy person. And it's just such a fascinating story. Sonichu is just the combination of Sonic the Hedgehog and Pikachu, but he gets really mad if you say it's not his original character. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, to me, one of the funniest, most amusing things ever. Just, if you don't know what Chris Chan is, look it up. I didn't think it was real for like 10 years. I thought it was some like joke. And then I realized it was much more real than I ever imagined, and it's hilarious. So if you don't know what Chris Chan or Sonichu is, look up the many documentaries on it. It's very funny.
Yes, I do not know. So, but I don't think I'm going to look it up. I'll be honest.
No, I don't think it's amusing to many people outside of me because I find crazy people kind of funny.
Yeah.
Tiny Tim is Tiny Tim's like the king of the crazy people. Chris Chan is like some kind of
person there in the ranks.
Yeah, Chris Chan's
He's
very funny.
in the ranks.
Well, no one knows if Chris Chan's actually a guy or a girl because they claim to be both, depending on.
Okay.
So it's like, but I don't know. Chris Chan would go outside with these big signs. It's very funny, saying, "Seeking boyfriend-free girl," and would just walk around in public like that all the time. And they got kicked out of college. And I don't know. I find it very funny.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know. Don't mind me. I just find Chris Chan very funny.
Interesting. Yes.
Sonichu is hilarious.
So,
sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a Sonichu tangent.
You sure did. And I was like, I don't know what that is.
No, that's
I'm going to pretend like I do. And the lights just flickered, which is alarmed me a little.
Well, we are on Ghost Island.
We are on Ghost Island. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. April 13th, we're playing at the Milkhaze.
Oh, also, I forgot Baby Gramps is April 11th.
Okay, that's good that you told me. April 11th for Baby Gramps. At...
Nietzsche's. I just found out that today.
What time?
I think 8.
Okay, that's the time you told me originally.
Well, I don't know. That's just the time they just told me the email.
That could be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. Fuck. Okay, sorry, I swore on the microphone.
Well, we'll
figure it out.
We'll
we can work it out.
Whatever.
We can work it out.
Whatever.
Okay. What was I gonna say?
I didn't mean to put you in freak out mode.
You did. It's okay. So Nietzsche's April 11th, April 13th at Milky's with a whole bunch of other acts at Milky's. I know Brass Pro, which I'm also in, will be there, and some other people that I'm sure are delightful that I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, Eve. Okay.
Oh no, I've caught something bad. Well, I'll be there if I can sing medleys of songs.
You might have to. I didn't realize. I thought it was gonna be at 9.
Oh shoot.
That's what you said originally.
Well, I think that's what I thought.
I know. You didn't tell me 8.
Well, I just found that out today.
It's okay. Maybe I can do something.
No.
I probably can't, but we'll see.
Huh. Well, now I don't know what to do.
Well,
Spooky.
let us not. This is the problems of musicians. Like, I have a job and I work late, and I thought it was gonna be 9, and that was gonna be fine. I was gonna leave at 8, even though I was supposed to stay at 8:20, but leaving at 7 is really different. So, than leaving just 20 minutes early.
Well, whatever. I don't care if I bomb. It means nothing to me.
You're so good with that attitude. I'm just like, oh my god, it wasn't perfect.
Well, if I look pathetic, at least it's funny.
it wasn't perfect. Oh no.
You know what I mean? Like, that's why a lot of times I wish I was shorter, because it's way funnier if there's a short little angry guy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it's
I
way funnier
don't.
if I look super pathetic.
I don't know what you mean.
I've always wished I was like 4'1" or something. It'd be so funny because
I
everyone
don't
would think I
wish
would
you were
look so
4'1". That
pathetic.
would be a little. Well, okay.
I'm
Being
just,
as
like,
I'm
I'm
so
mostly
giant.
kidding. But I also do think it'd be much funnier if I was shorter.
What time is Baby Gramps playing?
I don't know. It just said show starts at 8 in the email.
Oh, that's probably fake. That's probably Doors. Yeah, I usually didn't start till 9. It's fake. Fake. Fake, 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 fake.
Okay. Well, whatever. Yeah, I'll just tell him that you can be a little late. I mean, whatever. He's just some old guy. He'll just be like, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I don't know. I don't give a shit if I bomb. Because again, it's like if I look super pathetic, at least it's funny. You know what I mean? Like I don't care. I'm already up there making a joke of myself, singing about insane things. So if I look super lame, it's funny to me.
So you're a comedian in first? Is that what you're telling me now?
Yeah, I mean maybe. I just think it's like if I saw somebody who was just up there making a total ass of themselves, at least it's funny.
But you're such a good singer.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, part of the appeal of Tiny Tim is like sometimes he has no idea what he's doing and he's like not even doing anything right, and it's very funny. Like I prefer it when Tiny Tim looks like. I mean, it's cool that he doesn't know that stuff, but it's also very funny when he doesn't know what he's doing and the band's losing him, and he's still just like, oh. So I mean, like I don't need to
that
sound.
happened tonight.
Yeah, like I don't need to sound
When we
good. I don't really
played.
care.
And there was very little monitor, and we couldn't hear you, and you couldn't hear me, and
I mean, at least for that sort of stuff. Like a lot of times, if I was doing something like that wasn't kind of ridiculous, I wouldn't. I mean, I still probably wouldn't care. I don't know. I've never done anything musically that isn't at least a little ridiculous.
right.
Because
yeah.
I don't have any interest. If it's serious, I have zero interest. Like I don't care. Like as soon as someone's up there and they have like a message, I'm like, I'm gone. I don't. You suck. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. People can have a message. It can be serious. I get bored if I've heard it too much before. I'm just like, I just mentally clock out. Like, yes, I can. I've heard this on the radio. This style. I've heard this.
Yeah,
yes,
it's so boring. It's like, what do you? If at least
you need a kludgy. I think that's how you say it correctly, but I love that word. Of different. You need kludge, isn't it kludgy? I don't know, but I like putting disconnected things, jam them together. Just do it. It's fun. Sorry.
Yes. I don't know. Like I like some serious bands. Like I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I like serious bands. I just would never want to be serious. Like it's boring. I don't care. No one. If anyone goes to go up there, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm feeling. Like no one cares. Who cares what you're feeling? I don't care. I don't care what. Like you know what I mean? Like shut up. No one.
I care.
Well, I mean, if I'm
like serious music.
I'm just saying, like, if I'm going
no.
up there to be entertaining, I want to be entertaining. I don't want to be who's this asshole up there with a fez talking about what his feelings are? Who gives a shit? I don't care.
Well, it's not that they give a shit about your feelings. They extrapolate your feelings and they think about their own feelings, and they're like, my feelings.
I guess I just like that's
My
so bad.
feelings. That's what's happening.
I mean, sometimes I like listening to stuff like that, but I mean, come on, like the Minnesota polka, that's
The
amazing.
Minnesota polka.
Yeah, like no, like that's not. And like Sadie the Seal. And like, you know, like it's just more fun. Like it's like I don't know. There's nothing deep about Sadie the Seal. It's just a seal that's kind of having fun and hanging out. And then there's the Minnesota polka. It's just about dancing and living in Minnesota. Like I don't know. It's like I just get so bored if I had to sing serious songs. Like I mean, I would just.
I sing serious songs though. Do you get bored?
No.
Am I boring you?
I'm just being dramatic for TV.
Oh my God, he's
I'm just
bored
being
of
dramatic
me.
for
Oh
TV.
jeez, my feelings.
I'm just being
My
dramatic
feelings.
for TV. No, I'm just playing a character.
Sure, John. Sure, whatever. I'm really hurt.
Oh, I
But it's
didn't mean it.
okay. I'll go sing a sad
No,
song
I didn't
about
mean it.
my
I'm sorry.
feelings.
Jeez, I was just kidding. I was just being dramatic because I thought it was funny.
Okay. You like that band ghosts? They're
Yeah, but at
pretty
least they wear
dramatic.
crazy costumes and they crack jokes and stuff.
Oh, is that the fine line?
Like, yeah, like if they were dressed up like normal guys, I don't think I'd care.
About them?
No.
So it's just the outfits?
Well, the outfits help a lot. The whole backstory of how they're like with this weird satanic cult, but like it's also really funny. And he's like, I like to have sex. This next song is about a lot of orgasms. Like, it's funny.
Okay. Okay.
I like my songs to be either super mysterious and like, there is a giant monster and you will take it down, or it's kind of like creepy.
Oh, so mine are mysterious. That's true.
Your songs are very mysterious.
Because I don't
can
want
be serious.
anyone to know what I'm really thinking. Because they'll use it against me.
As long as you make it interesting. Like, I just think so many people who do serious songs, they make it so straightforward and, I don't know, put some poetry to it. At least, I don't know what I'm talking about. Because, like, I do like really serious stuff. I like John Lennon.
Now you've 360'd. Or 180'd. 180'd, 360, and you go back.
I mean,
you're right where you were.
Yeah,
180'd,
I do
180'd.
like really
Sorry.
serious stuff. Don't listen to anything I say because this probably doesn't make any sense. That's probably not true at all. Because I do like really serious bands. I just don't like boring bands.
No, I do not like boring bands. I'm just like, oh my God, get me out of here.
The boring bands are the best bands.
Dudley?
Because you have to come up with your own entertainment.
No, Dudley, that is untrue. You are wrong. Go back into your space pouch. Find a new answer.
I mean, apparently
That is
I'm
wrong.
boring enough to be egged. I've been egged at least 3 times on stage.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. What did you do when you got egged?
I just moved to the side and hope I didn't get hit.
Oh, did you get hit?
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's
Eventually.
terrible. Where were you when you got egged?
One time it was during...
So I never go there.
Not infringement. That's
No.
a charity one. Because it definitely wasn't infringement, so I'm trying to deter anyone, but it was... It kind of was. But it was... we were playing one of our shows. They had us in a park. We were over on Elmwood somewhere, and somebody got really mad, and they started throwing eggs off a roof. I don't know who it was. And then another time, we were at... I don't remember. I know it was twice. But... And then it was the other time, this... it was really crazy. We were playing, and this girl starts crying and screaming, and we're just, like, ignoring her, because we're just like, I don't care, cry. And then...
Cold.
And then, but then her boyfriend comes out and he starts barking like a dog, and we're like, all right. So he starts barking like a dog in our face, so we play it louder, and then he starts getting like pushy. So then we just kind of like push him away, and the girlfriend starts crying and saying, "Who is that yodeling?" And I'm like, "That's right, me. That's me, baby."
Who's what?
She was crying,
were
and I was so mad that she was making fun of my yodeling that I
I
was
think
owning
they
up
might have been on it, like drugs, like that.
I think
seems
so, too.
probable.
And I was so mad that she
Barking
was...
like a dog and being unsure where the sound is coming from, and it sounds like yodeling. Sounds like drugs.
And it was really mad, and like, it was just very annoying. I've also, a couple times, had the cops called on us for it. It was very annoying.
Wow, wow. Okay, that's rough.
Once was when we were playing at Spot, and another time was when we were playing in
At
South.
Spot?
Yeah.
The cops came?
Oh yeah.
That's so improbable.
It was. I swear to God. I mean,
I believe you.
It was very unpleasant. The cops, and then the other time with the cops was at another park. We've had the cops 3 times, at least 3.
Wow. I haven't had I've had some scary moments that I brought upon myself by being a smartass.
What'd you do, Pamela? What'd you do?
My capo broke, and I was trying to get it back onto the guitar, and some fucking dude from the audience yells, "Come on, little lady, get it up." And I said, "I can get it up. Why don't you come up here and show me if you can get it up?" And my bandmate was like, "Oh God, we're going to die. We're going to die." And I was just like, we're on a higher level. We could just smash them in the heads with the guitars. Like, they have to get onto the stage first. And And then we weren't really sure what was going to happen, but they did not. They didn't come up, and furthermore, the guy came up and apologized to me. He's like,
Wow.
"Oh, I'm sorry.
Why would
I
he-
shouldn't have said that."
Yeah. Jeez Louise.
And another time we were playing, we had a new drummer, and he was struggling a little, and someone yelled, "Your drummer sucks." And I just immediately said, "I'm going to kill you." That's what I said in the microphone. And the person just like, they were like that, and I kid you not, they just walked out the door and left.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what made me say that, but that was probably not
Well,
the best
good.
response.
I
But
mean, I don't know. I think the worst thing anybody ever said to me was when that guy was getting real violent. He's like, "I hate Tiny Tim!" And I was like, ha ha ha, whatever. And we keep playing it. He starts getting real violent. He's this giant, beefy prison guard. He starts throwing chairs. And they have
oh
to-
my God.
That was that time Bad Ronald saved us.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I was driving back to Buffalo in Sparky, my Scion XB with a lightning wrap. And we pull into a rest stop. We're coming back from Rochester. And this guy comes up to me, and he's obviously kind of a little bit unstable-ish. And he's like, "I hate that fucking car. I hate that fucking car. I live next to you, and every day I looked out the window and I saw your horrible fucking car, and I fucking hated your fucking car, and I moved because of your ugly fucking car that I had to see every fucking day." I was just like, whoa. Like,
Well, he is totally wrong because the weather machine is mega delightful.
it is. It's a great car. But it was so weird, like, that somebody was so disturbed because there was a wrap on a car that they thought was ugly.
Jeez.
Yeah, that was a little bit like, whoa. That was a little bit, like, weird. I'm like, I mean, really, is that your main worry in life, that there's a ugly car on the street? I mean, there's not other things in life that maybe we're way more ugly, like poverty and homelessness and things like that, you know, instead of just my innocent little fuel efficient vehicle that is incredibly reliable and a delight. Moved a lot of equipment in it. Yeah.
I do love that car.
And then another person, I came walking around the corner, and they were taking a picture of it. And I just kind of stopped, and the guy's like, "Oh," he's like, "Will you take a picture of me touching it?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "My friend's son is terrified of the car and thinks it will literally electrocute him. So I'm going to get a picture of me touching it to show him it's safe."
Okay.
I was like, sure, I'll take a picture.
That's very funny.
That's very
strange.
weird, yeah. Very weird. Yes.
Yeah, that's very strange.
It was very strange. I mean, I guess, you know, little kids can be they can be irrational, isn't? I mean, not like adults.
Yeah.
They're always rational. Yeah. So, yeah, Sparky's a delightful car. I miss Sparky. I mean, Sparky's still going, but I don't drive Sparky now.
It's sad.
I drive a car that literally did electrocute somebody, by the way. The person trying to repair it, I had it, I don't know, a few months. I don't remember how long. And it broke down. And
It was a while.
yeah, and they went to the Kia dealership, and they kept trying to fix it. And then they called me, and they said, "We won't work on this anymore because your car almost killed somebody. You know, someone had been had gotten a severe electric jolt from it, and they're like, you have to wait for professionals from Kia to come and fix your
Well,
car."
it's not your fault that they don't know how to turn off the high voltage to work on it properly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it was something to hear, you know. Yeah, so my car I have now that kid was just seeing ahead. He was seeing ahead. He's probably a psychic. We should go ask him what we should do with our futures right now. He was seeing the fate of my future car, not my current car.
Huh. Future.
Future car.
Spooky.
Future car.
Future car.
Future car.
Future car.
One time,
Da,
this
da, da,
guy.
da, da,
Future car.
Future
Car.
Da, 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 da.
Future car.
That's probably on a channel that you watch on your TV.
It is. Yes. Yes. I love those delightful Over there, digital's the way to go, bitches. Oh, here we go. Yes. So get your over there digital game going. Of course, then you won't be able to watch us, but you'll have to watch us on the internet. Don't throw out your internet. Call us. Call or
Dudley.
text.